Only God. He took it and said,
we declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being by any means necessary.
As an arbiter of law with whole knowledge of historical jurisprudence in this country, race must always be considered a variable.
You have precious time, Miss Keating. I suggest that you don't waste it by making arguments you've already made.
These are not my words, Justice Strickland. They're yours. You wrote them in your 1985 ruling in Bryant v. Topeka, an equal protection case dealing with a state housing lottery program. Racism is built into the DNA of America. And as long as we turn a blind eye to the pain of those suffering under its oppression, we will never escape those origins. The only safeguard people of color have is the right to a defense, and we won't even give them that. Which means that the promise of civil rights has never been fulfilled. Due to the failure of our justice system, our public defense system in particular, Jim Crow is alive and kicking. Laws that made it illegal for blacks and whites to be buried in the same cemetery. They categorize people into courtrooms and octoroons. They punish a black person for seeking medical attention in a white hospital. Some may claim that slavery has ended. But tell that to the inmates who are kept in cages and told that they don't have any rights at all. People like my client Nathaniel Leahy and millions of people like him who are relegated to a subclass of human existence in our prisons. There is no alternative to justice in this case. There is no other option. To decide against my plaintiff is to choose lining the pockets of prison owners over providing basic defense for the people who live in them. And is that the America that this court really wants to live in? Where money is more important than humanity? Where criminality is confused with mental health? The Sixth Amendment was ratified in 1791. It's been 226 years since then. Let's finally guarantee its rights to all of our citizens.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the Janet Binder Show. This is a great day for me. I think it's the first show in 2026. I couldn't start it no better off than saying thank each and every one of you. We're here to give justice. We're here to help people. We're here for our people that don't get justice. And that's why we start off with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. And God said he's the author of peace and not confusion. And he said the truth shall set you free. And he said, suffer my little children, forbid them not. Let them come unto me. And if you hurt one of them, you rather put a milestone, Mr. Judge Jackson, around your neck and be thrown in the deepest sea. Now, if Jesus Christ, the one we say we love, hair like lamb wool, feet like burning brass, eyes like burning fire, I think that's a black man, my brother. That's why he said, our Father, art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our Father, not his Father. It's our Father. So we should give justice if we believe in Jesus. You say you do. So if you do, we need to give justice. And that's why we got Miss-elect, the judge, Maria Jackson here, gonna run for office and win it in Fort Bend, County Kirk, serving with integrity, modernizing assets, and keeping the people first because we all deserve better. Just some of her accolades before I bring her on, ladies and gentlemen, because she got a lot of them. I won't read all of them. It'll be a day or two. but serving with integrity, modernizing ourselves, keeping the people first because we all deserve better. I'm talking about Judge Jackson. She says promoting fairness, efficiency, resolution through professional mediation, arbitration, founder, we deserve better, monitoring that youth, bridging the gap between community and law enforcement. Maria T. Jackson, law firm, PLLC, providing trust, legal representation, and advocacy. Retired state judge for 18 years. Most judges don't last that long. On the bench, over 8,000 cases presided. Surely she qualified to help us in giving justice to our kids and our kind and to all people. But for people that don't have money to afford an attorney, definitely need it. And it may cop out. Selected by the U.S. Secret Service, what? Homeland Security and National Judicial College, and trained to the National Forensic Institute. Houston Press Best, criminal court judge in 2011. My God. Recipient 2019, Outstanding Public Service awarded Mexican American Bar Association, qualified and experienced. I can say too, she's qualified and experienced. Ladies and gentlemen, with no longer ado, we'll introduce to you that new, no introduction here in the state of Texas, all folk men. A lady that did 18 years, a lady that loved justice, a lady come out of a little bitty town called Fort Worth and came all the way out here to help save lives. I thank her, I honor her. I was blessed to do her father's celebration through Pastor Kirby John Caldwell, the Windsor Village. That was a great sight for me to stand there. And Ken Schaefer told me, said, do you know what you just did? I stepped outside. I said, what did I do? He said, you told all the judges, all the DAs, all the elected officials to stand up. And then you told Judge Jackson, turn around where she can see all the people that love her. He said, you was in full control. A man, God brought you back, so you take the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. David Jeremiah, AKA Johnny Bonda. I'm glad to be here today. I work for the people, help 19 judges go be as a judges from lawyers. I pray for 11 of them at the church, Windsor Village. So I have favor. I don't have swagger. Swagger went out. I have favor from God, and God has blessed me with some of the greatest people on the planet Earth, and one of them sitting here right now, Maria T. Jackson, running for Fort Bend County Clerk. Ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, here go our sister.
Hey,
How you doing, Miss Jackson?
I'm doing great. First, I want to thank you for having me on. It is such a great honor to be on your show.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I read some of your accolades. So, number one and judge, and then you got this thing from recipient of our Spanish brother. It's a qualified and experienced. You done did a lot. So what this seat here, this county clerk seat, where people can understand why you're doing this, serving with integrity, modernizing assets, and keeping the people first. That's Donald Trump needs to learn that.
Why is a retired judge, running for Fort Bend County Clerk? And I've been on the bench 18 years, municipal court judge, and then served as a state district felony court judge for 12. So it's combined 18 years. And I loved what I did. Sometimes it was rough. I sent the dangerous criminals to prison because we all deserve to be safe in our community. And there are, as you know, and we all know, that there are some people out here that just want to hurt innocent people. Those people do not need to be free to hurt other innocent people.
I agree.
And you witnessed in my courtroom, I saved thousands of lives, and I gave thousands of people probation because I believe in second, sometimes third, fourth, fifth chances. And wherever I've gone, I've always improved and made it a better place than when I came. What you didn't know is we started here in South Park.
I didn't know that.
It was my dad, Dr. Jesse Jackson, and my mother, Artie Jackson, and me. We started, it was Jesse Jackson and Associate at first, and we were in the Help Center building right across the street from Jesse Jones. And when, I can't remember if it was George Bush, I think it was George Bush that implemented the No Child Left Behind, and they were kicking the Black and brown kids out. It was really zero tolerance. You know, if you had a fight, they would kick you out. Or if something happened wrong, they would kick you out. So we took all of the kids that were deemed the hardest to serve, and with giving them love, because that's who I am, giving them love, providing them the proper educational tools. And with that, they became productive citizens in the community. A lot of them are now teachers, coaches, pastors.
We need that.
Yes, and doing very, very well.
We need that.
I keep in touch with a lot of them. And so I took those skills when I was appointed by Mayor Brown. Yes, I was appointed by Mayor Brown in City Council in 2003. And then in 2005, I was reappointed by Mayor White.
My God.
And then in 2007, the Democrat Party asked me to run for state district court judge.
Okay.
So then I won, and I loved what I did.
I'd like to ask you a question before you go any further.
Okay.
I heard that you had a conversation with God,
Oh.
and you didn't want to do something. And God said, no, go and apologize. Let me not tell your story. What was it?
Okay. So I was a municipal court judge for the city of Houston. I had a boss that, it's nowhere else to say it, but just tell the truth. She was very mean to me. And she gave me more cases than any other judge. Even when I would finish my docket, she gave me other judges' cases because they couldn't finish their docket, because they implemented the computer system when I was there too. But she treated me unfairly. And so one day I was sitting in my little basement office, and the Holy Spirit said, go upstairs and apologize to your boss. I'm not gonna lie, I was talking about her. And and I said, what? Go apologize? I said, she should be apologizing to me.
Come on, come on.
And the Lord said, do it. So I walked up 3 flights of stairs, and I went into her office, and I said, I want to apologize to you. I said, and I want to let you know that I'm here to be a team player. And she looked surprised, and quite frankly, I was surprised myself.
Come on.
And I walked out of her office, and then I was sitting in my office, and about 30 minutes later, I got a call from Mayor White's Boards and Appointments Commission person. And she said, Judge, she said, are you sitting down? She said, you've just been appointed as a full-time municipal court judge. And she said, it's going to go public in an hour. That's why God wanted me to be obedient.
My God.
I didn't know, but
See how God works?
yes, but
Being obedient.
being obedient.
Better than sacrifice.
And if you are blessed to hear God's voice.
18 years.
Yes.
But if you didn't apologize.
If I didn't apologize, I might not have gotten that phone call, because I might have left early and just missed everything.
Come on.
But I didn't. And I just want to say that if you're ever blessed to hear God's voice, and he could send a person like Dr. Jeremiah, or it could be a stranger, or you can actually hear God's voice like I did, and was talking back a little bit, but I did it. I just encourage you to be obedient to that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say, but we're gonna take a break right there. That's kind of deep. I gotta hold on to that one. So I'm gonna call my producers, Miss Catherine, my COO, and tell her give us a commercial break and another clip of why we want to talk about what young lady just did. Deola Davis is so wonderful. The way she trapped that judge. She went to reading about the law, and he told her, don't waste your time doing that. You're wasting your time, so go on to something else. And she said, Judge, this is your saying in so-and-so, 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 so I'm only reading what you said. So now he had to be still and listen. The other two judges like, and then she specifically read out exactly what he said. So how can you hear, write an essay on justice and peace, but now you're on the bench and you don't give it?
Exactly.
We confuse it. First you write about it and you ask for to be over here, then you get over here and you don't give what you said. Sound like Donald Trump to me, but that's what you said. You say you was gonna do this, but you go kidnap a president. Don't wait for Congress to approve anything. And then tell us he's a thug. What are you? And then you homeless man, then you go on national TV and say you're gonna take their all. Willie D, let me join in with you. That's a gangster. I mean, he gangsterizing. He gangsterizing our people. That's illegal. That's not right. And that's why we need county clerks, judges, federal judges, Supreme Court judges. We need judges in place that's gonna work for God and not for the devil. So ladies and gentlemen, we got a judge right here that worked directly for God and was successful in the 18 years stand. Now she's coming back one more time for county clerk. Can we have a commercial, please? The clip. You helping me, Captain, all the rest of us, saving lives.
Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
So that y'all celebrate us and help us open up vocational schools and save our kids and our kind. You don't want to do that. You want to sit in the back like a house nigga, a coon, and do what you do. Because I have 5,000 heaven-making angels right now. And anybody come against me, God is going to destroy them. I can name all the people that come at me. God has destroyed them, has created problems in their family.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying to you is that the black woman is the mother of earth. She has melanin in her skin, right here, melanin. The sun is her friend, it's not her enemy.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
Now some of your crew is snitching. Get out the game. Whatever money you got, open some kind of business. If you don't know how to open a business, do what my partner did. He gave his money to the restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner paid him every month. He invested like half a million with it. And now he out of Galveston. So now he get rich. Him and his wife got a big home. They come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with a D or with Catherine, whoever doing business. With me, I'm going to build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. Get out the game. If you don't get out the game, you're going to prison. And 85-90% of the time you do, when you get out, you be dead.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. So this China Biden talking to you.
Listen to me. Yeah.
We'll play a clip. Ladies and gentlemen, we back after the commercial. We just want to know that Ms. Judge T. Jackson is going to be, again, in Fort Bend, County Clerk. This is some of the flyers that be passed out. And we know our producer's going to put them all over, everywhere. I know she will. Because we want her to win. We want somebody to win that's qualified to run that division to get what we need out of it. We need justice, and we've been needing for a long time. And I don't think we have to beg for justice. It's something that should be awarded to every citizen on the planet Earth, especially taxpayers. So, Ms. Jackson, Judge Jackson, so again, as you being the county clerk, what do that position hold so the people know what it holds and what you have to do?
Thank you for asking that question, because most people don't understand why it's important. The county clerk handles the elections.
That's real serious.
Yes. The county clerk handles birth certificates, marriage certificates, death certificates, county records, handles the county clerks, county judges, the
Take your time.
the judges, the courts at law. That's
Okay,
what I'm trying to say. The courts at law, the county courts at law, probate court, and civil courts.
You can handle that. You got 18 years
Handles
experience.
the records.
Yeah.
Handles the county commissioner courts records.
Uh-huh.
So it handles, actually, the Fort Bend County Clerk's office is the heartbeat of the government.
My God.
And so it's a very important position.
I didn't know that.
And then dealing with all of the records, I've also been trained in cybersecurity.
Okay.
So as you know, hackers are getting more and more sophisticated every day.
Mm-hmm.
And they're coming up with different scams that seem very real. And I fell prey to it a couple of months ago. Somebody reached out to me. I have a mediation and an arbitration business, and most people reach out to me through my website, and they ask me would I do an arbitration. They presented the facts of the case, and then they sent me a check drawn on Citibank, a Citibank cashier's check, and I deposited in my bank. And after a week later, they could not locate the account. So I had to eat that part. So, of course, I will vet more people. And of course, you think that the cashier's check is, oh, this is good. But no, hackers and these crooks are getting more and more sophisticated.
Yeah. They that position, ladies and gentlemen, I knew a little bit about it, but I didn't know she had to do all that. So we all know she qualified. 18 years of being a judge she got a lot of awards. She was a judge of the year in 2011. Right?
Yes, I received more awards, but I will also tell you this too. After I retired from being a judge, I worked for the Houston Police Department.
Come on.
And it was Chief Finner that hired me. And I was the supervisor over the internal affairs division cases for the legal department.
Come on.
And I actually would be able to recommend the chief, this officer might need to go because they don't mean anybody any good, or this officer might need a slap on the wrist.
Okay.
And I also wrote the arrest, search, and seizure program for the Houston Police Department.
My God.
Also, I went to Tarrant County for a year and as an assistant district attorney.
What?
And I helped write the deferred prosecution initiative. And Tarrant County is very red. And the DA was a Republican, but she was very open-minded, and she wanted to know how can she help and what can we do to make that office better. So what this program did, if a person was charged with the first-time drug offense, then we test their hair follicle.
Come on.
And it would test positive the first month. After 3 months, you get tested. The quantity of the drugs should be going down.
Come on.
6 months, if you test negative, that case is dismissed and it does not go on your record.
Oh my God.
So
we need more of that. Clean our record, ladies and gentlemen. Most judges don't even think like that. Where they want to do it for revokes and woodlands, but they don't want to do it for the hood. So it's a double standard, and it's been one for over 100 years. So we pray that we don't have enough Judge Jackson. And that's what I'm a freedom fighter. That's what I fight for. And I happen to be the biggest freedom fighter in the state of Texas. That's what I do. We won a capital murder case, 2 of them. When the baby supposed to got killed, I know the man didn't do it. He was 12 years old. The judge awarded me the child. They were finna take 10 children, CPS. I called CPS and told them I'd take the children. The van turned around and went back. We won the first hanging case with I called he's out of Florida, a civil suit lawyer. I'll call his name in a minute. What's his name? I can't hear you.
Willie Garrett.
Willie Garrett. Look at you, girl. My producer, ladies and gentlemen. My producer. Talking about Catherine Mill out of Fort Worth, Texas. Stay on me. So we called Willie Garrett team, and one of them came down, and we investigated the case. I already gave them all the evidence that I had, and they took it over, and we won the first hanging case in the state of the United States. And then a young guy got a life sentence. Me and Ronald Ray, my consultant company, I work with him, and I have an investigation team, and we found out he was in jail at the time of the murder. We bought it and got it certified and took it to the judge. They gave him a life sentence on that Friday. 7 days later, we had the life sentence off of him. So we beat out every law firm in the state of the United States. No one has ever got a life sentence off somebody in 7 days. So that was great. I thank God for being a part of it. I thank God for Ronald Ray trusting me with my investigation team. Most of my investigators was police officers.
Mm-hmm.
I did it on purpose because when they investigate and they take the witness stand, the jury will believe them. If it's somebody that's not a police officer, it's iffy to them.
Right.
So I say, okay, I see how this game go. So I'm gonna get most of the police officers. That's what I did. And then we won 30 felony cases in 40 days, back to back. So I've been awarded, I've been blessed. And one time they lied on me, arrested me. Say I was a lawyer. That's ugly. And I wasn't worried about it. 40 judges, not 40 pastors came. Pastor Bill Lawson, the premier pastor that brought Martin Luther King here.
Yes.
And there was Pastor C.L. Jackson, the First Dome Church, him and his son, Shelton. It was Bishop Rush as a lawyer and a bishop. And then Rudy Rasmus, Beyonce pastor.
Yes.
Pastor Smith, Fourth Ward. All these pastors, Catherine was there, and Miss Jacqueline. And the judge looked and seen all these pastors. He said, wait a minute. Pastor Bill Lawson, that's you? He said, yes, it is. Would you stand up, please? He stood up. Who are you here for? He said, I'm here for Johnny Bond. He said, whoa, what you saying? He said, that's my son. That's your son? I got the orange on. And I said, who you here for? Pastor Jackson stood up. That's my son. Rudy Rasmus, that's my son. So all of y'all here, and all of them stood up. They said, we here for him. The judge say, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say something. He said, in my 30-something years of judging, I've never seen nothing like this. He said, this man has turned his life around. I had no idea he was connected to you all. He said, let me help everybody here. So the DA got mad. She said, well, I want to have a hearing. He said, no, ma'am, we're not going to have a hearing. Because we had a hearing wasting time, because the same thing I'm going to say at the end of the hearing, I'm going to say, nah. So why should we have a hearing? Because I'm already made my mind of what I'm going to say. So no matter what you show me, it's not going to stop me from saying what I'm going to say. I don't know if you can see what I see. I'm not going against these pastors.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going home this evening.
Yes.
And I don't need to go home with all these pastors looking at me. He said, Mr. Bond, I said, yes, sir. He said, brother, I'm going to bar you from this courthouse. Because every time you come for now, they're going to arrest you till it's over with. He said, Mr. Jones, short lawyer, he said, take the case. Mr. Jones said, yes. Can you make a $20,000 bond? I said, yes, sir. Boom. The judge, no, I want to give him 300. Can you make it? Yeah. Get him out of here. Get him processing quick. Mr. Bond, go back and you work with these pastors. Go and teach your word. Go do the work with these pastors. I had no idea that you were with these men. He said, he wanted to clap, but he wouldn't. He said, I can't believe it. And they never, the judges never, the pastors never sit down. They only sit down after he did it. And then he made him take the handcuffs off me. He said, take him back and take him back now. I want him out of there right now. And then about 2 years later, a woman got me, had me report once a month till it was over with. She looked at me, beautiful black woman. She said, whoa, 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 whoa. You're a freedom fighter. I done seen you saving people's lives, working with different lawyers. I done seen you on national TV fighting for poor people and CPS, all kind of stuff. What you here for? And I told her. She said, give me his file. She said, meet me Thursday at court 3, I think it was 351. Meet me there. That's now. Put a suit on. I didn't know what she was doing. I went back to that court. I called Ronald Ray. Ronald Ray took my case. And it was 4 cases. They lied on me. I was never worried. I was never worried.
Yes.
I was never worried. I didn't even come to you and tell you nothing. I was never worried. I know God.
Yes.
And the judge said, Mr. Bonner, did you do it? I said, no, sir. I said, I got billboards up from here all the way to Sugar Land, and I got a $500,000 files out. It's on there, the Johnny Binder case, wrongly convicted, work with lawyers. So no, sir, I've never said that. I said, if I want to do it, I just go to school and do it. I don't want to do it. I'm better over here where I'm at. So the judge went to the back. About 2 hours later, I'm standing in the hall. A Spanish lady walked up to me and handed me some paperwork. All 4 charges dismissed.
Wow, praise God.
When you got some Martin Luther King in you and a whole lot of Malcolm X, they fear me now, not because of no boxing or gun or none of that. It's because what's up here. They never thought that I would be acknowledgeable enough and had the wisdom of Malcolm and Martin, Haile Selassie, Nat Turner, Demore Visa, Gabriel Prosser. They never seen me there. Miseducated Negro by Carter G. Woodson. They never seen me there. They seen me in my ignorance. They never seen me with God. And when they see me with God, it scared them. They're like, whoa. Well, Saul, Paul, the one y'all say y'all love, he murdered Christians. I ain't never murdered nobody. And he became one of the greatest prolific followers of Jesus Christ in the whole Bible.
Yes.
And spoke 16 different languages. Mm-hmm. So died and went everywhere and did more from a prison cell than people did from the free world and wrote his letters from there. So, again, I know I'm blessed. I know I have favor. And that's how I got to officiate her father's celebration. And Pastor Kirby John called me and told me I did a great job. I guess somebody told him he wasn't there. And I felt a relief doing that for you. And then we went to your home and all them judges and all them folks was there, everybody eating. It was beautiful. So you've been helping people for a long time. Me and Ronald Ray came in your court at least 20 times in several years. And every time Mr. Ray asked you to do justice by people, she would always give justice to people. Now, people that need to go, We all understand that. It's dangerous to people, ladies and gentlemen. That's understandable. But if it was a non-violent case and it was no threat, then she would reach out and do much as she could to help. I'm a living witness to it because I don't deal with judges that cross and throw away the key. I don't do that. So Judge Hinton, the federal judge, he needs prayer. God to deal with him. He can convict more people than any federal judge in America. So again, and he did that to me. And I came back and I looked at him in the face and I told him, how you doing? I said, it's me. I say, God brought me back. And long as you work for God, ladies and gentlemen, the same way God told her, go and apologize to that lady, something she didn't want to do. And by her doing it and being obedient, God blessed her. She got 18 extra years to be a judge and was outstanding. Became Judge of the Year 2011. And God used her and became a recipient in 2019, Outstanding Public Service amongst awards, our Mexican American Bar Association. So it don't get no better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody want to call in, want to ask any questions to our judge, we're here. The number is 281-896-8215. This will go on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and wherever else. My producer, Captain, and we got one of the greatest cameramen here. That's my partner now. That's going to be part owner of the company. So we are real thankful for what's going on, and we're so glad that we're going to make sure she wins. As county clerk in Fort Bend, I know the head DA there. I'll be going to talk to him. Ron Reynolds supposed to came on and just let the world know that he's a part of it, and he wanted to tell. I see him here saying did he get on? Okay. So, and I sent word to State Representative Boris Miles and who else? And Clarence Miller. So again, ladies and gentlemen, that's some of the people I know that love her because not just because she's beautiful. We know she's beautiful. We're not even going there. We talking about her beauty on the inside because she has something for the people, and she don't walk around with baggage. She walk around with the spirit of saving people's life, because God said, what you do to the least of them, you also done unto me. So we need to learn how to forgive. We need to learn how to help people. And it's 90,000 short houses today, and we plan on building thousands of them to give a person somewhere to live and give justice to people and stop forcing people to cop out when they're not guilty. So we thank her for this position. We're going to make sure she make this position county clerk in Fort Bend. Catherine, can we get a clip and then a video?
For sure. So this is a clip from the Roland Martin show where he is very upset about the state of the Supreme Court.
I need all of y'all to understand that what is on the ballot is they could wipe out with one goddamn ruling more than 30 black congressional seats. That means right now the Congressional Black Caucus is the largest caucus in the United States Congress, and this Supreme Court could literally wipe out half of the damn Congressional Black Caucus. So don't tell me you're being too emotional. Don't tell me it doesn't matter. Right now, they're looking to wipe out Congressman Cleaver in Missouri. They're looking to wipe out Congresswoman Sykes in Ohio. They've already wiped out a black seat in Florida. I've told y'all repeatedly that they want to defund black America. They want to take everything economically, everything politically, academics, business. They want Jim Crow 2.0 to return. And what you had better understand is read a goddamn history book. Because this is exactly what happened after the 1875 decision. This is exactly what happened after Plessy versus Ferguson, when they wiped out black representation in Congress. Go read the speech of that last black Republican who was from North Carolina. The reason the Congressional Black Caucus Phoenix Awards is called that because he said to them, you may wipe us out now, but we're going to rise like a phoenix. Every single one of y'all watching, y'all want to understand why I'm trying to tell y'all, stop sitting here debating this bullshit, LeBron and MJ, and we talk about dance and everything. These white nationalists literally are trying to wipe out every black advancement that we have seen, not since the Civil Rights Movement, but since Reconstruction. This is not a drill. This is reality. You had better understand, I'm not going to be silent while it happens. And if you are black, if you're unwilling to fight, if you ain't got the spirit of Shirley Chisholm, of being unbought and unbossed, well, get your ass out the way and let some folks in who are ready to do battle.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I kind of think y'all heard Roland Martin. I agree with him. They're trying to wipe out 30 seats. They're trying to wipe out everything we've done. We have never done nothing to these people. We never hung one of them in our lives. We never did anything to them, but it done to us. Then 2 years later, after they so-called Emancipation Proclamation, they don't let us go to 1865 right here in Galveston. So Emancipation Proclamation in Hebrew and Greek means free from the hand, never free from the mind. So we have to come out of the mindset of Anglo-Saxon and think like Jesus thought for our people. That's why Jesus said you start at home, then you go abroad. We got to stop thinking about helping everybody else and help the people right here in Harris County, help the people right here in our home, help the people right here in Fort Bend, help the people here. And then we can go to Atlanta, then we can go to New York. But right now we need to start here, Judge, so we can do this kind of clerk thing and get these records, get these people, make sure the judge and everybody in place so we can get some justice once and for all. It is so hard for us to get justice, and people don't know what you reap is what you sow. And karma coming back to all you that have messed over people, and surely poor people. That's why God said, what you've done to the poor, you also have done unto me. So we need to wake up, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get people like this. Ain't no people, a lot of people like this in office that can help us leverage it and give us justice for our kids and our kind and for everybody. Everybody needs justice, but we need it more because we stepped on more. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this ain't no seat to play with, this kind of clerk seat. We need to get in there by a landslide and whatever we can do at the Johnny Bynum Show and all the constituents that I'm dealing with. Ron Reynolds want to come on tonight and let the world know that he's going to do whatever it takes to support you. I can say that. He told me I can say that. Yes. He meant to come on, but I think he's looking at a movie with his children and he didn't get a chance to come back. I told him just come on for 2-3 seconds, just say he supports you, so he ain't got to come on. I'm saying it. I'm speaking for State Representative Ron Reynolds, my brother. He said he supports you 1,000%. I'm speaking for Troy Marceau. He say he supports you 100%. I'm speaking for Clarence Miller. He said he supports you 1,000%. Now I got to get to State Representative Boris Miles. I got to get to him. I need to get to him so he can say it. So again, we support you 1,000%. We love you. We know the great job you want to do. And just tell the people why you want that seat and what you gonna make sure that it's justice in the seat.
Thank you for this opportunity. And I know that Reverend Jeremiah, Johnny Binder, Dr. Reverend Jeremiah, I know that he has a great audience. And I am running for the Fort Bend County Clerk because wherever I go, I improve wherever I go.
Come on with that. Come on
And
with that.
what's lacking right now
Come on with that.
is customer service skills. And I know that you go places, and I know that we as Black people,
Come on.
we as people in general, we're treated like crap because customer service is no longer important to anyone. I want you to be able to file your important records with ease and clarity. I want you to be, when you come to the office, that you are treated with respect and that you are seen and that you are helped. So I ask you to support me. Tell your friends to vote for Maria T. Jackson. If you would like to donate, and any amount is fine, donate to Maria for countyclerk.com. Maria for countyclerk.com. And I thank you so much. And I'm so grateful to have your stamp of approval. And when you said that the 19 Black judges, I was in front because remember, I was the senior judge.
My God.
And that's who I am. Wherever I go, I always reach back and help others. And that's what type of leader that you want. And that's the type of leader that you deserve. I founded We Deserve Better nonprofit.
Come on.
Because that's what we do. We all deserve better. So that's why I'm running. Maria T. Jackson for county clerk. And I thank you.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my track record speaks for itself. You didn't know me. Me and Willie D now got about 23 million people. Me and Catherine got about 3 to 5 million people, over 1 million views. I'm doing the movie, The Redemption of American Gangster. I would not be sitting up with this lady if she was a sellout, if she was a house Negro. I wouldn't sit up here with her. I'm sitting up here with her because I know she gives justice to all people. She don't care who you are, how you look. She's trying to figure a way to help you if she can. Now, if you somebody trying to take people's lives and stuff, she's still gonna help you. She's gonna get you a psychiatrist and put you in prison. So that's where you need to be. So again, yeah, we don't need no crazy people out there shooting people.
We don't.
That's crazy. We need you into that kind of mindset. Go in the cell and run into the wall. You don't need to be running to us. So no. So again, we need people like this that's gonna give Justice Catherine, that's gonna look out for people. You heard the accolades. Everywhere she goes, she makes it better. In each court, everywhere she's been, at the Homeland Security, 2011, being the best judge, our Spanish brothers giving her this certificate of being the best. Right here in 2019, Outstanding Public Service Award, our Mexican American Association. So she's getting it from everybody because that's how it need to be. And we need to put people in seat that's gonna help us be victorious and successful. Roland Martin, I agree with him. We not going back. So you can stop that buffoonery. You ain't gonna put no handcuffs on them. You ain't gonna put us back in no slavery. God is with us. And we have faith with God. You owe us $19 trillion for reparation. So you need to be quiet before we call it, because you owe us. You owe us. We don't owe you nothing. So we need to put somebody in a seat that's gonna do something to help the poor and help these 90,000 people that don't have nowhere to live, a home, and 3 million across America. Miss Harris would have been the best candidate. Not that she's perfect, but she'd have helped a lot of people. And Donald Trump don't even know the word help. His own wife and children don't want to be with him. They look at him and walk away from him. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't no Republican, Democrat, or none of that. I'm for people that's going to give justice to the poor. That's who I'm for. Give justice to the poor. They look like that's a Democrat. So there's nothing I can say. Not that they're perfect, but they do better than the Republicans. So ladies and gentlemen, we need to get in there quickly by a landslide. And we're going to be doing some fundraisers. I'm going to get Troy Marsall. I'm going to call Boys to see where our state representative. I'm going to get Brother Clarence Miller and other constituents with power for us to come together and figure out where we're going to do it in Fort Bend and let God bless our sister so she can go and fight the fight we can't fight. We can't be in every seat, but we can be in the seat to get her there where she can do the job for our kid, our kind, and for all people, and give justice to that seat and make sure many people she can touch out and help so we can make the world a better place. That's what we need in 2016, 2026.
2023.
Yeah, I don't know where 2016 came from. 2026. That's what we need. Catherine, would you like to say something? Did I cover it all? Talk to me, my producer.
Thank you. It sounded like you did cover it all, but I would like to know more about your nonprofit.
Oh, we deserve better. I took up where my dad left off. His dying words were, please help our youth. And our youth do need help. So
your father said that?
Yes. Well, he was on his deathbed. He
That's
said,
one I did.
Yes, my dad's
my
funeral
God, I didn't know that.
Officiated, presided over.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
He helped me bury my dad. My dad was a Vietnam veteran, grew up in the projects, put himself through school, working at TSU as a busboy.
Come on.
And got his master's and PhD from Vanderbilt University. Taught at the University of Houston. He was one of 2 Black professors at the University of Houston that time. And then he and my mom decided that we needed to help our youth.
Come on.
So that's how Youth for Education and Success got started. And what we do, we go to the schools and we help provide the self-esteem and whatever else to support the schools that the kids may be lacking. Because right now, as you said, suicides are up.
It's too far up.
And our young people are committing suicide because they don't see any way out of this.
No way out.
And I personally think that it started when they took prayer out of school.
No doubt.
And spankings out of school. Because I got spankings at school, and then I got a spanking at home for getting a spanking at school. And so we love the kids, and we're there to help motivate them and show them that people look like us. You can achieve your goals. You just have to believe, and that's what we do. We help support.
That was a good question.
Thank you.
I didn't know that.
So we deserve better. I started it 2020.
But it shocked me because I didn't know her father done that. Pastor Kirby John supposed to come, and something happened. He couldn't make it. And I got a call, say, go on and administrate, do it. And I was like, oh, yes. I wanted to do it. So it was an honor to be there. It was an honor to be there. Matter of fact, I remember what I had on. I had a 3-piece blue suit on, dark blue, and with pink.
Wow.
And it was, it touched my heart to do something of that magnitude with a judge and somebody like me coming from the bottom to the top, because I was rich with my father in the construction business, Johnny Bond & Son Construction Company. So I never had to go the other way, but I got drugged that way because they kept lying on me. But I'm glad all that happened because I wouldn't be who I am today. So I got a young guy here. I want him to speak out who he is. I want him to tell the people about all this greatness we got now that's been added to the company. Speak up, sir. Tell them who you are and what you do.
I'm Tyrell Haney, owner of Relevant Media, and what I do is I just elevate visuals and brands to get visibility and traction. Yeah, pretty much.
And how old are you?
31.
See, these are the kind of people, I'm giving them a part of the company. I'm giving him being the president over his career with this company. And as we do the movie, which is gonna make millions, the redemption of the American Gangster, this young man, 31, I met him one time. And I'm so glad my sister, I owe her, we got to take her to eat. What's her name? Mariah. Mariah, wherever you at. Mariah, wherever you at, thank you for him. Thank you for introducing Catherine. Thank you for giving Catherine a number. This man this is my second time with him.
Oh,
The
wow.
first time I with him with you
Yes.
at
wow.
the Motown
Yes.
Extreme.
Yes.
And I told him less than 2 hours, I watched him. I said, brother, I want you in the company.
Yeah.
You know, but not that he's just so handsome. He's so intelligent. He know how to deal with people. He know how to make things happen. The cameraman got jealous of him. Yeah, he did. And then I spoke to the cameraman. I say, hey, man, he's a youth. What you doing? And he snapped. I say, here for us. He started working with him. They started working together.
Thank you.
They started working together. He would shoot, he would shoot. He would shoot, he would shoot. And we way down the other end. We had a light up. He came down there where we was at.
Yes.
So, you know, we're about peace, ladies and gentlemen. I know that's who I am. And I'm doing this show, my first show in 2026. I couldn't have, thank you. We couldn't have done it with nobody better than our team here. These two will be going all over the world with me. This young man, he will have people working for him, shooting everywhere. He will be the president of it. I trust him, cutting the checks for the people, over the people. He got a good heart. And whoever his wife gonna be one day, she's gonna be a blessed woman to have a man like that. So I am honored to know you, young man, to be here twice with the judge. There couldn't have been nobody better. When you met her, she was marvelous that night, and she's marvelous now. And we want to get in that Fort Bend county clerk seat, and we want to run one more commercial, and then we'll come back and close out. And run a clip, whatever one you see that gives justice to our judge and our county clerk.
Okay, so before we go to commercial break, I guess it's another clip, short clip, just kind of reiterating what Martin was saying about the Supreme Court and all that's going on here.
We need it.
Black people, Latino people, liberals, progressives, if you do not control the Supreme Court, you do not control anything. There is no liberal agenda. There is no Democratic agenda. There is no progressive agenda. There is no black agenda that can survive generational control of the Supreme Court by 6 conservatives, Republican, fascists in robes. Nothing happens. You don't get anything.
In the street, car swinging behind him in perfect rhythm. He came from the south where the concrete cracked, where the hustle learn fast and they never look back. Johnny hit the scene, young mind sharp, no slack. Flip the little stack to a kingdom, whole city stand back. Yeah, Johnny walks through the block, the lens is low, making him look larger than life. Slab lined up, everybody not in the same. Gold chain heavy like a way how you think. Fast car, fast night, life gone in a blink. But he stood 10 toes while the whole world sing. Then the feds took him, storm came, no warning. Blue lights in his face like a cold Texas morning. Judge slammed the gavel, future to look for. But even locked down, he stayed real, never mourning. Beat that in the love, where the bass so loud, make the concrete buzz. Johnny came up from the mud, now the city show love. We don't break, we don't bend, that's Houston blood. What's the loop, love? Swing left, swing right. Go up, yeah. Turn the lights on high when the real ones strut. This that H-Town pride, yeah, the legend stood up. Whoa. 10 years passed, but the fire stayed burning. Came home wise, a whole life keep turning. Finding the Jeremiah, that's the tables were reversing. hood looking proud, cause the OG merge. Yeah, body shaking hands with kids, neighborhood cheering, drone circles around them, like he the center of gravity. Talk to the youth, not don't fall in them traps. Life hit hard, but you hit right back. Ain't soft, ain't preach, still built for the map. Still walk like a down when he step with the strap. But the city respect him, cause he real, no act. He the proof you can rise even when life's tracks. Every street walk down, feel like he a track. Whole H-Town, see a legend when he looking back. Yeah.
Where is it? Is it on here? No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we back, and I like that movie, that soundtrack. We got 12 of them. I'm gonna release that one. Houston Love. I'm going to release it. I talked to my producer. Now I just talked to my team here and the judge. We over here bopping to it. A young guy did that for me out of Canton, Ohio. He's moving down here in March. He's a Jimmy Jam Terry Lewis. And he's all that and some, and I'm moving him here. What we can produce, and we got Diamond Production, where we had Charlie Wilson, the Gap Band, we had Dougie Fresh, Curtis Blow, Heaven the Band, and Central, one of the greatest singers in the world. So again, we cranking it back up, and we got a lot of great artists, and our music's inspirational. Our rap is inspirational. We don't curse women, disrespect women. Black woman is a mother of earth, so we want to honor and respect her, because you don't belong to us, you belong to God. And we need to honor all women. No woman should be cursed. No woman should be disrespected, no matter what's her color, what's her kit the kind. Even if she's wrong, that's what humility is. Humility is a secret of greatness. Even if a woman is wrong about what she's doing, God told Hosea to go back and get her. Go and get her and bring her to me. Because all of us have sinned. The whole world is in a hospital. And some of us in intensive care. And some of us limping. And some of us got a small walk. So nobody's better. That's why God says He's no respecter of person. So we want to put somebody in this seat that's going to help us save life. We need to stop voting for politicians because we like them. It ain't about liking her. It's her qualifications. She qualified. She qualified to go give justice in Fort Bend to help people. She didn't help Harris County. Now she can retire in Fort Bend and then come on to real estate and just get a house and move people and make sure people good. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do everything we can to make sure that our sister, Maria Jackson, does that and be victorious and successful. And I know Captain going to put this on there where we can donate $1, $1,000, $500, $100, and we're gonna do a fundraiser. Me and Troy Marceau, I'm putting you out there. So let's find out what we're gonna do it in Fort Bend, and we're gonna be successful. I know some of y'all say you did that. I qualify to do it. That's why I did it. So again, we're gonna do that. And I already talked to him on the phone, and he said yes. So I can speak with someone and say yes. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a good person. I started my first show off this year. Me and Catherine and my new partner here sitting here. Give them your name again.
I will.
And tell them the name of the company.
Television Media.
Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him. And you, Miss Catherine, what do you have to say in the closing arguments about someone of this caliber starting off this year? We couldn't have found nobody of this caliber. What do you have to say?
Just thank you for being here. We appreciate the time that you've given the show to tell the audience about who you are and share your experience and what you can do to help elevate that office in Fort Bend County. And I look forward to serving you and working with you on your campaign.
Thank you.
And she come out your hometown. You
yes, Fort Worth.
Huh?
Gonna make me break my vernacular.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know they knew each other. They don't know each other like that, but they know some of the same people.
Yes, we do.
And come from the same town. And you never know what God's doing. Because Catherine Post had been at the Motown Extreme, but she was with her mother and her family. So you'd have met her twice. But God didn't want you to meet her tonight.
Yes.
So again, this is great. Y'all two powerful women. Catherine used to go around and train Fortune 500 companies staff how to get the best out of them. So she has done a lot of great work. And I met her through Mariah at a dentist. And I seen how smart she was. I said, oh, you got something. You working with something. Wait a minute. You need to stay in YouTube for a minute. That's how I got it. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we got some smart people around me. God brought them put around me because I need all I can get. I need all I can get. I need smart people around me who can help me do God's job. I'm fighting for poor people. And Jesus said, what you done to the least of them, you also done unto me. I end with this. It was said that in the Bible, some people saying, I'm hungry. And they wouldn't feed this person. One person came, knocked on the door, and said, I'm homeless, could you give me shelter? Get away from my door. And then another one called him from jail, wouldn't take the call, say, could you come visit me? No. And then the Messiah knocked on the door. And they seen him. They said, oh my God, Jesus here. They dust him off and they set the table and they got the feast and Jesus was sitting there, didn't say nothing. He said, I thank you. I already been here. No, Jesus. We got you. We got you. He said, I've been here. When? That drunk knocked on your door, asked for help. That was me. That phone call you got to come to prison to visit me. That was me. That homeless shelter man that you throw the dollar out the window and call that racial epithet word, that was me. And the one that's needed water, you didn't give a bottle of water. That was me. But now you want to sit it out. What you do to the least of them, you also done unto me. Then the rich came and said, whoa, we would never do that. Why are you over there with them? Jesus said, I didn't come for you. I came for the publicans and the sinners. Why, Jesus? Because when I turn them around, they'll be grateful. You ungrateful. And that's why it's hard for rich people to go to heaven, because Willie Gary told me one day, the billionaire with 3 airplanes, the civil suit lawyer, me and him was going to a function. And I traveled with him for almost 6 months off and on. And I wanted to travel with him. I wanted to pick his mind. And I said, he looked at me, he said, it was somebody who was asking for some money. I think we gave it to $10, $20, whatever. And he made a statement. He said, never look down on anyone. He said, Catherine, family, he said, if you're going to look down on them, make sure you're lifting them up. And if you ain't lifting them up, don't put your mouth on them. I end with this. Hezekiah Walker said that I pray for you, you pray for me. I won't harm you with the words of my mouth, and you don't harm me. If we had that kind of world, we wouldn't need law. We would have love. And when you have love, you don't need law. We need law because there's no love. I love you. No, you lust. Lust. Love is freedom, justice, and equality. If you're not giving freedom, you're not giving justice, you're not giving equality, that's not love. You lusting because she's fine, she's sexy, she got a big butt, breasts, whatever. That's lusting because you can't deal with an intellectual. Until we can get away from the lusting with our lower self and get to our higher self. And every time you disrespect a woman, you disrespecting God. And a nation rises no higher than this woman. And that's what's wrong with America. We have no respect for women. Always telling a woman to get in the back. God and Jesus didn't tell a woman to get in the back. Only a fool like us. So again, America, get away from disrespecting women. It ain't good. And Peter's 3, husband and wife, told that man after the 6th day, number 7, he said, husband, deal with your wife with knowledge of God. And if you're not going to deal with her with the knowledge of God, leave her alone. Because you're going to put a curse on yourself. You're going to put all that clubbing, hunting the game. She the game to go to Hunter. We're trying to get you out of that and honor and respect this young man named 31. He's waiting for a great woman of God so we can be victorious and successful. I'm telling all you women out there, come out them clubs. Come back to God. And the club owner's going to be calling you because if you're not there, the club closed. That's the power you got, woman. If you're not at the club closed. They get alcohol from the liquor store. So again, they only there for you. Let's wake up, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Johnny Bynum Show where we give you knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. And we couldn't have started this year off no better than a woman of God, a woman named Maria T. Jackson, running for Fort Bend County Clerk, serving with integrity, modernizing asset, and keeping the people first, not second, Donald Trump, first. You're going to help Venezuela and you ain't helped here. Stop. And because we all deserve better, and God gave us better, we have to repent and atone for our sins and take God's mercy and his grace and tell Father God, I give. I give. Father, we want to follow you. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Come on. Catherine, you can close the show.
All right. Thank y'all for joining us today. Thank you, Facebook family. As always, I'll be dropping some clips soon. Please like, please subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, click that notification bell so you'll know when we go live. And if you're watching this on replay, drop us a comment. Let us know what you think. And if you have a question for the judge, feel free to drop that too.
Please.
We'll send it along. So with that, I wish you peace and love.